Hey there, it's Beaux here, Beaux Knows Insurance, Read Insurance. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to talk about 8 different types of policies that you've not ever thought about. These are some obscure policies. Now, you know about home insurance, auto insurance, mobile home insurance, boat insurance, business insurance, life insurance, and health insurance, and all these different types of insurance policies that you can buy, right? Well, there's also several different other types of policies that you may not have ever heard of, but you may have actually been potentially covered by. So we're going to talk about those 8 different types and help you to understand some other different things that are out there outside of these normal policies. So let's break it down and start talking about that right now. So let's talk about number 1. So number 1 is something you have thought about. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that you have been at home or out with family or friends, and all of a sudden you just stare off into the distance and you wonder, as you gaze into nothing, if an asteroid hit my home, how will I ever recover? Now that's pretty silly, right? The odds of an asteroid actually hitting your home is almost nothing. And if it did, you wouldn't be there, I probably wouldn't be here, none of us would probably be here, right? Well, the thing is that there's a lot of other things that are covered underneath that, even though it's not specifically asteroid. But if an asteroid did hit your home or your business, it would be covered by it. What is covered underneath there is one of the things is falling objects, and an asteroid is a falling object. Well, there's lots of other falling objects too. You know, what about, let's say that you have a tree and the tree falls on your house. Well, that is a fallen object that's covered underneath your home policy or your business policy. What if you have a new air conditioner being installed and the only way they can get it to your backyard or wherever it belongs is with a crane? Let's say they drop it or the crane collapses and comes upon your house. Well, that's covered underneath falling objects. You know, and going back to the whole asteroid thing, you know, the reality is think about it. You know, there's, Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, he's putting satellites and sending rockets up into outer space. And what about Elon Musk? He's also he's got tons and tons of satellites out there in space, and potentially one of them could fall to the earth and actually cause damage to your house. Yeah, it's rare, but still, it is a possibility, and you're covered, and you didn't even know it. How about that? Well, let's talk about number 2. Number 2 sounds a little bit gross, but it's body part insurance. Now, I'm not talking about health insurance, life insurance, or accidental death and dismemberment insurance. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about you getting insurance for a organ or something like that, which you can get that. But what I'm talking about is, like, let's say that you're somebody famous, and you probably are, right? But let's say that you're famous and there's something that you do or some sort of body part that you have that's worth a lot of money. Let's take, for instance, David Beckham. He once insured his legs for $75 million. $75 million. Also Mariah Carey. Y'all have heard of Mariah Carey. She's a fantastic singer. She's got a 5-octave range. If you don't know what that means, just know that's huge. That's massive. That is like one of the widest ranges of anybody you could potentially have, of being able to sing from a high note to a low note. So she insured her voice, her 5-octave range, for $35 million. There's lots of other examples like that, and they're typically insured by a company called Lloyd's of London that will insure these really obscure things like that. Another thing is going to be number 3 is going to be change of heart insurance. Now, what that is really something like you change your mind, specifically under wedding insurance. So you and some special person decide you're going to get married, right? And you put everything together, you put the event together. If you're going to have it at a venue, you probably have to buy insurance for that. And one of the elements that you can buy in that, or an endorsement, is something called cancellation. Well, that's for if by chance one of you changes your mind and you cancel, you have a change of heart. Well, somebody's going to be looking to get reimbursed for that thing, right? Because, the average cost of a wedding these days is about $50,000. Yes, average, about $50,000. Unbelievable. Change of heart insurance. You may need to get that. Hope you don't, but you may. Number 4 is going to be prize or contest insurance. Now, you've heard about different large events that may have some sort of a contest or a prize that may be given. It could be a house, it could be $1 million, it could be a car, it could be a jet. It could be all kinds of different things. And whoever the person is that's putting this on may insure against that, so that, you know, because the odds are so great that it's going to happen, they may buy an insurance policy, so if they do have to pay off, they can collect it on the insurance policy. You know, a really prime example is like a hole-in-one on a really big golf tournament. If someone hits a hole-in-one, they have a large prize they have to pay off, then they can collect against the insurance policy. Now, it may not pay all of it, but it may at least help them recover some of the costs. So let's talk about number 5. Number 5 is death by laughter insurance. Now, that seemed like rather odd and a rather hilarious topic, right? Well, once upon a time, a comedian group had a show that was just so hilarious that they were required to buy insurance so that if someone died from laughing, it would cover it. I know it's hard to believe, but you can Google it. It's for real. Trust me. So let's talk about number 6. Now, this is something that seems a little odd to me. It may not to you, depending on how important your facial hair is to you. But there is facial hair insurance. Now, there's been a couple of different instances where people have actually insured facial hair. This is also a product that has been purchased through the Lloyd's of London. 2 different instances are in 1992, Santa Claus in the Macy's Day Parade actually insured his mustache and his beard to make sure that he didn't, you know, it didn't get damaged, and if it did, that it would be covered. I don't know how much for, but that's the data that I know. Another example is there was a man named Merv Hughes who was a Australian cricket player. Well, he insured his mustache for $360,000. You know, I got like a little 5 o'clock shadow. I wonder if anybody would insure that for me for that much money. Probably not. So let's talk about number 7. So number 7 is something you probably have participated in and you don't even know that you were insured. In the month of October, a lot of times there will be different places or people that will put on either a Halloween house or a haunted house. And the goal of that event is one thing: to scare you so bad that you run out of there screaming like a little kid, or to make you use the bathroom on yourself. Now, the reality is that sometimes people get really scared in those things, and they really do literally run out, and they may get injured. Now, nobody wants them to get hurt, but if that was to happen, there is insurance you can buy to take care of that accidental injury or whatever property damage that may happen as well. So you've probably been insured by that, don't even know it. Number 8, I know you've been waiting for this one. Number 8 is alien abduction insurance. Now, if you find yourself in a position, or you think you're going to be in a position where you need to buy this, please go ahead and buy it ahead of time. I've got an insurance company that says that they offer this. I've not talked to them about it, but hey, I'd be glad to talk to them about it for you if you think you need it. It's probably pretty inexpensive, as I don't think it's really probably going to happen, but hey, you never know. Well, if you are abducted by an insurance, you find yourself in Area 51 and you're picked up by one of our friends from another world, well, there is insurance for that will help you recover from your damages, your injuries, and whatnot. Now, here's the thing. You've got to be able to prove somehow that whoever abducted you is actually from another world. I don't know how you do that, but that is something that you can buy. So hey, this is Beaux Pilgrim, Beaux Knows Insurance, Read Insurance. I hope those things have helped you to understand a little bit more about what is out there. That's 8 different insurance policies or coverage types that you can buy out there that you probably have participated in or don't know that exists, or that you may have coverage for already. Hey, I appreciate you watching us, checking out the channel. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And also leave any comments in the comment section if you got any questions for me, or there's a video you want to know about, or you just got a question about one of the coverage types, or you just want to quote. Hey, let me know. Appreciate you checking us out and hope you have a great day. Until next time, bye.